this. So we're just gonna wait. Guys, I got this guy with me. I also have another surprise guest. She's just being shy behind the camera here. She's coming back out in a second. We'll see what's going on.
All of Aaron's best friends are here today.
There's Lindsay. Look at guys, liberals and MAGAs existing together and the world didn't explode. Okay, but today's not about politics. All right, guys, look, I got my notebook. I feel like an official reporter. Like I got a real reporter here. We'll discuss notes. We'll discuss notes, but let's see. Where is everybody? Where are you? Hello.
Takes a moment.
I know. Here they come. Here they come. What's up? What's up, Freya? Guys, we're here. Okay, so first of all, for all my regs, in true Nora technical difficulties fashion land, I was at the wrong courthouse. Okay, and I got there hella early. I was like walking around the courthouse, like, where is everybody? I feel like the vibe is so chill here. And then this one is telling me, hey, we're almost there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't see you guys. And I'm looking at location. And I'm like, how come y'all are 20 minutes from me? So then I go in the courthouse and then I ask the information dude, hey, what's up with this place? You know, is the Judge Hessinger here? He's like, girl, that's the other courthouse at the other place. Other side of town. So I hauled ass over here. They hadn't called him yet, thank God. He was last case again. His lawyer. So my notes, guys, you guys can see my exclusive notes. So J is for the judge, A is for Aaron, P is for Perlman, JT is for Jerry because I cannot say his last name. The P is for. Then I did another P for prosecution. That's a bad choice. And then CC was for the court clerk and B was for the bailiff. And the bailiff didn't say anything today because nothing happened. But, okay, so hot tea. We walk in. We sit in the back row, okay? And Aaron is on the left. He was there. He was there. He showed up. Liar. But guess who wasn't there? Guess who wasn't there?
Who wasn't there?
Who wasn't there, Dodge?
Jenna wasn't there, and Farrell, Cheryl, and the Peanut Gallery.
And Eric, and no supporters, none. Nobody.
Where are you guys at?
Nobody.
That's your boy.
Nobody showed up because Aaron made the whole deal about how he wasn't even going to show up. First of all, the judge said, just as a note at the end, we'll give you guys the tea at the end, but he is mandated to come to every court appearance. There is no court appearance that Aaron is not mandated to show up at. So let's just clear the air on that. All right, so
and that's the norm.
He came in a suit, no tie. Now I'm gonna, because I'm fat, I'll do this. It was a little bit of Tommy Boy action because he was trying to text and it was like this. The texting was like this. Did you guys see that? His texting was like this and he kept texting the whole time.
You're not allowed to text in the courtroom at
There's
all.
no texting. No, there's no texting,
lucky.
no phones. He got told by the bailiff, you need to put that away. And he was like, oh yes, ma'am. And then she walked away and he's like,
usually they kick you out. I've seen it happen so many times.
yeah, they're not going to kick him out because he's probably going to jail.
You know.
Well, it was the last one too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so seeing the judge in person, the picture that I showed, that's like the only picture of her online, is obviously very old. Her hair is like shoulder length, mousy brown. She seems very soft, like in the face, and she is very soft spoken. She's not loud. She's not like in the courtroom, but when she's stern, it's like you're being told by your Nana, right? Like, I told you last time. And then people will try to pull one, and she's like, listen, according to my notes, let me bring up my receipts. You actually got this evidence on the 3rd when I saw you last time, so I don't think so, right? Like, she doesn't play. She doesn't play. She's like, she's on it.
She was a great judge.
So here's my notes, guys. So Aaron looked incredibly nervous as soon as we walked in. Now, sitting behind him, in a row all by himself, was Andrew Shape, okay? Just sitting there with his legal pad in a sort of gray blue suit with a tie, you know, and he sat there the whole time and waited. He was not called to do anything or talk to anybody, but I took notes like Aaron was there, then he walked out and he walked by us kind of like flapping his suit. Like he was gonna close it, but he can't, so he's like did like a model walk like that out. And he walked in and out a whole bunch of times. That was 9:20, 9:25. Theolopoulos walks back in. He's like an older guy with like the slick back, long gray hair that's like a little boop, little ducktail at the back. And he walked in and he looked right at me and he was like, And I was like, okay, bro, you know who I am. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm a celebrity.
He did.
Yeah. And then it was Miss Me who was appearing for the state this time. I was waiting for her to say her name at one point. That finally happened. Then at 9:35, JT goes into the interview room for some reason. And I didn't know if it was about Aaron. He had 2 other clients besides Aaron. And then he came out 2 minutes later. Then he sat down with the state lawyer and like handed some papers. There was some paper exchange. That could have been about any of his clients. I don't know. And he was talking to Miss Me. And then Aaron left the courtroom at 9:50. 2 more lawyers walk in with Aaron, some blonde lady that I've never seen before. And Perlman came back with him. Perlman's got like a little crew cut action, very young, looks very, you know, like what a picture looks like of a lawyer, you know, like if you're just like picking a catalog of lawyers, that's what he looks like. Then the blonde lady went into the interview room. I thought she was part of it, but I don't think so. I think she's just friends with Perlman. Then the JT gets up first for his first case, and he starts trying to like schmooze the lawyer, the judge, like, this is my first case, and he gets cut off just because the judge was wrapping up the case before, because it gets kind of confusing, because once she makes a ruling, all the paperwork has to get done, and so there should be like a little break, but people start talking in between, so she's always like, hang on, I gotta do this thing. And then as he was up there, both Andrew and Aaron started getting like way more tense, right? And Aaron was literally like on the edge of his seat, like this, just like frozen, chewing his gum, just looking crazy. Andrew had hella notes. I don't know what those notes were about. And then at 10:05, his case was finally called. Andrew took notes the whole time. So here's the breaking news. Aaron, for whatever reason, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, has decided to go to trial on both of these cases, both of them. So the first motion hearings will be on February 27th at 10:30, and then March 3rd is the pre-trial date, or the trial date actually, for the first case, the one from July 23rd, and then the pre-trial for the second case, the one involving Andrew Shape, will also be on March 3rd. So then I went up to Andrew after it was over, because Aaron ran out of there like he was a fucking track star. Like somebody was waiting in the parking lot for him in the getaway car. I mean, is that accurate? He
Very
got
accurate.
up. So he
You get a
One
chance to
second.
say hi.
he didn't want to say hi to us. He didn't want to say nothing to us. He didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to have anything to do with us. He was really mad that we were there, I think, the whole time.
He stared right at me like,
Yeah.
whoa, as soon as I walked in, because I was the first one. And
Yeah.
he was like, whoa.
No, he was not thrilled. And so I spoke to Andrew a little bit about, you know, the case and what's going on. I asked him a question. I said, I want to know because he was actually talking to me. I said, hi, I'm Nora. He goes, I know. So, oh, well, I'm famous in OSA too, guys. I said, I think it's funny that people think I'm working for you and I would love to have a paycheck. And he was like, yeah, that's not happening. So,
Good try, though.
but yeah, nice try. So I did ask him though, on the scale of like dangerous people on the outside, where does Aaron rank? What is Aaron's ranking? And he said, no comment. I'm going to go no comment on that one. I really wanted an answer to that.
No, that says a lot, though.
But he said no comment, no comment. So we stood united today, me and the Linzer facing down, and the Dodge and the Landsman.
Just meet everybody. Yeah, first time meeting all you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think, Dodge? How do you think this went today, this pretrial? What do you think?
It's a good question. I was surprised that they were so aggressive in trying to move for a trial. I figured there might be some discussion about some sort of plea deal.
Where's the other micro? Oh, you have it in your hand.
what's
You got to
up?
hold it up here
Yeah,
so
here.
Lindsay can get her,
Yeah,
or give it to
pretty
Lindsay.
decent voice.
You're loud.
Yeah. So I figured there'd be some
just
sort of
hold
a plea
Yeah.
deal. There's still one more opportunity at the end of February to still try to plea out. But at this
Yeah.
point, it's probably less likely, and even less likely the judge would take a plea deal because he had all this time previously. You know, ultimately, he feels confident that he's going to win this trial. It'll be a battle of camera angles, but if Scientology is more camera angles than the one camera angle that Aaron says exonerates him, then they're probably going to win. So I think it's a tougher situation.
Yeah.
And he might get time served, but they might even give him some light jail time, something like a week or something like that. So I didn't think it was that smart. I thought he could have gotten a plea deal if he wanted to. The opportunity might have been there. So I doubt it was because they didn't discuss that or didn't offer or didn't want for him to have one. But sometimes arrogance is your lawyer in a lot of ways, and so he feels like,
well said.
For whatever reason, he could win this case. I would give it like I give him a 40% chance of winning.
Oh,
Whoa,
that's
very
generous. Yeah.
You never know. You could get a sympathetic
I give
jury.
it
You
10.
You really think, though, let's be honest, you really
Felt
think
bad that he was in jail for that long.
12 people, forget about the previous 22 days, which is nothing. There was a guy who came up, guys, who has no driver's license, none, has no driver's license.
Crazy.
Was caught 3 times driving without his driver's license. And the judge was like, bro, the last time you were here with me, I fucking told you don't do this. And now you got caught in an immigration case. Like, also, like, what the fuck? Anyway, it took 3 times. Now this guy's going to be in jail and he's probably getting deported. It's like sad panda. So you really think, though, that 12 people, okay, a jury of his peers, they're not going to pick 12 bajumbas,
They're
okay?
punitive.
But 12, it's not going to be 12 bajumbas, okay? So 12 people are going to look at all of the video and all of the things that Aaron has recorded himself doing and saying, which will all come into play because, remember, in the last transcript, Miss Me specifically said that Aaron had widened the scope.
Yes.
She didn't say that.
That he had widened the scope, which allows them to introduce everything that he's been doing since jail, in jail, before jail, all of that as evidence. His entire YouTube.
But isn't evidence irrelevant? Is it relevant for what he did?
To show a repeated pattern, to show escalation of pattern, to show his premeditation for the chalk incident, which Cheryl's video does show. Cheryl, your video shows the premeditation, and you know, all of this stuff, and that not only has the jail time not like made him stop, it has only escalated his behavior. Oh. Also, guys, you know what I found out when I was at the wrong courthouse? You know Target 2 that Aaron brags about? Where he's at the corner of Chestnut and Fort Harrison? It's by the motherfucking other courthouse. Where he sits across from the mobile is in front of the parking lot.
You didn't know that?
No, because he never shows it and he doesn't say it.
I would have told you that.
What an idiot.
He's right there.
What an idiot.
Oh, I have a few
what
things to
an
say
idiot.
when you're done.
So, yeah, go ahead, Lindsay.
Oh, I have a lot to say.
Go for
first
it.
of all,
take it.
My friend, do not ever take anything to trial, especially in the state of Florida, okay? Listen, I know this courthouse very well. I've been here about 20 times on my own volition for my own, you know.
She's a naughty girl, guys. It's okay. She's reformed.
I am reformed. It was 15 years ago, mostly. And the thing is, it's very common. Most people, I thought everyone knew this, that you do not take things to trial unless you are absolutely innocent and you do not have anything
video evidence
on video, because you get usually the judge will hammer you and give you the max time. That's usually what happens. Ask anybody, right?
Yeah, well, especially in this county
you.
when they're giving somebody jail for not having a driver's license,
right?
And the marijuana
weed
possession,
and trespassing, which is for sleeping in a park and like smoking weed, which is so. This is a very punitive county.
Watch it.
More so than others.
Watch it.
Right. He could, you know, in my opinion, this is my opinion only. He could have probably gotten away with probation. Might have violated it if he was using any substances. That's what usually happens to people, and then maybe he could have carried it out and violated a couple times. They would have given him a few chances, but you know, whose fault is it? Is it the lawyer that wants to take it to trial? Is it his ego? I don't know. I know him very well.
I think it's Aaron. I think it's Aaron.
Yeah,
I think he thinks that he's going to get found innocent, or not. You don't get found innocent. You get found not guilty,
right?
By a jury of his peers, because he doesn't want to have a criminal record. So literally, he's been arrested, he's been in jail, but like if he gets exonerated, right, then there's no criminal record. And I think that's really what he's going for, because his big brag before was, I've never been arrested, I've never been in jail. Those two things are now gone. So now he has, the only thing he has left to hang on to in his little braggadocious world is that he's never been to prison and he's not a convicted criminal. So if he loses that, then like this is the idea he has of himself, because remember what he said when he came out of jail. He was like, I totally didn't understand that most people are in jail for things that are total bullshit.
That's not
that
true.
are
That's
like,
not true,
like he
though. I
had,
mean-
no, I'm just saying
yeah,
he
yeah.
had, this was
He doesn't
his
know what he's talking about.
revelation that he didn't understand the
Everyone
American
says they're
justice
innocent there.
system, right? So now he knows how easy it is. And this is the irony. He knows how easy it is to slip through the cracks of the justice system, yet he thinks he's going to be the one who's going to make it through with all this evidence, with all these people, with all the fancy lawyers and the slick back hair and the jokes, that's going to get him through the case. And it's literally insane.
No.
It's literally insane.
This is the real world. And listen, a lawyer is not going to get you out of something that you did. It doesn't matter what a lawyer pulls out of his butt. Like, there's nothing. Like, you did the crime. You got to do the time. He could, going to trial on what are these? Are these misdemeanors?
Misdemeanors with a hate crime attachment, though.
Oh, that is insane. The most he'll get is a year then if they're misdemeanors.
No,
correct?
with the hate crime, it's
Oh,
5
okay.
years.
When do they add the hate crime?
They added it on the booking.
Oh,
It's on the booking.
Oh.
It says hate crime,
this
hate
is-
crime
this is
attachment.
even
So
worse than
it could
I
be a
thought.
max of 5 years on
Yeah.
both guys.
The judge will be listen. I'm gonna take bets. Is there like a? Is
Does anybody want to start like a
is
bingo
this
card?
legal? Is this legal to
Bets?
do this?
No, I don't know about
Okay,
that.
well, never mind. Never mind. It's just theoretical.
It's not too betting stuff.
I was just kidding. But no, the thing is, you take it to trial. They're gonna show that the judge already looked at the camera, the video, multiple times. That is not like. Why would you think? Okay, I'm gonna take it to trial because, the judge already said that. So let's see if 12 other people agree. Plus, it could be a bench trial too. Could be just the judge determining it. But she's not happy. Don't mess with the judges, man.
She's not happy.
She's not happy, man. She was fair.
Her
She was
first
kind.
comment was, "This is getting to be a bit old."
I don't know the audacity.
She
But the thing, you
but
can't
she explained
talk
at the
yourself
beginning,
out of
remember?
it.
No, but you remember at the beginning she explained that like the Supreme Court of Florida has mandated that all of these cases that come before any judge are supposed to be fully done, pre-trial, everything, 90 days. So we are way past that. That's why she's like, this is getting old.
Misdemeanors.
So, yeah.
Well, they were misdemeanors.
They were, no, they are misdemeanors. They're still misdemeanors, and but it's enhancement on the misdemeanor. They
That's a
didn't
bad
book them
look.
as a felony. No, it's a very bad look.
I do gotta say someone else when you're done.
So go.
I'm so sorry. Listen, you guys. For everybody that wants to say that this is against Scientology, it is not. Okay, so let's stop.
Guess who was
Okay?
in there that was Scientology? Only Andrew Shape. No other Scientologists were there.
Listen, and when you do something against the law,
I didn't see any. Did you see it?
Scientologists are victims.
the Scientologists
I
are
know,
victims.
but you know what I'm saying? Like they weren't there. Nobody was there. No Scientology lawyers were there. It was
Right,
just,
yeah, that's the point.
no.
The reason that we're here mostly, and I think the reason that Nora has such a passion for this is because she is a real activist and protester, and I love her style of doing it. And Dodge covers this stuff. But the thing is, this makes her job of being an activist, like it hurts her and every other protester out there, because when there's someone out there that's scaring these people and they're scared to come out already, they learn, right?
Yeah.
They learn that we are like out in the public, like they're scared to come out. Like they're taught to be scared to come out in the real world, that they're not going to make it. And, it's a big, scary world. And so when they come out there and they see this aggressive big man out there, chasing them down and saying all these things and not offering to help, how many times have you watched him and he has not offered to say, hey, I run SPTV. It's a joke when he says it. It's just to say it. And it's just a shame.
I just thought of one thing. I know Aaron just posted yesterday an aerial photo of the Flag land base where somebody, for the first time ever, I think maybe Jenna did it one time earlier, but for the first time ever has chalked in SPTV Foundation, and every message was positive except for the huge cult that were like right in the beginning. It was all like, we love you, Flavio, call your mom. Like, please, everyone, go back, look through Aaron's protest videos. When have they ever written a positive message in the chalk other than for this promo aerial shot? Okay, it's as the Italians would say, it's fugazi. Okay, it's fugazi. It's fake. It's totally fake. It's fake news. It's for attention. Aaron looks cooked, guys. He looks cooked. He does not look good.
I don't know. The other argument they can make, though, is is it mutually assured destruction? Was the Scientologist? I just want to be
go put it out there. Put it out there.
Was to this, you know, if the Scientology goes towards him, if the Scientologist goes towards him, you know, is it an argument of semantics as to who started what? But there was this continuing conversation. So I think it's less cut and like I don't see them as these victims necessarily, and the victim, the Scientologist security guards. I don't necessarily see them as a victim. What I see this case is as somebody who was over aggressive and didn't need to do these things that will now make it harder for others to protest.
Yes, that's exactly.
And that's the biggest negative. It'll be interesting and it's even worse for protesters if he's found guilty in court. So
100%.
It'll be interesting what happens.
But it will also allow other protesters to come forward and show the correct way to protest and the correct way to communicate. Because that's the other thing I said to Andrew. I was like, listen, what we need to work on is communication. Because I was like, you and I both know that I said, here's my goal. If people want to do Scientology, basically whatever. Religion, but right? I also wanted to go away. But I said, what needs to happen is better communication between people like me who have left and people on the inside, but also things need to happen. Like if somebody wants to leave, they should be able to just be like, I quit, I'm out, and walk out the door. And I looked straight at Andrew and I said, you and I both know that's not what happens. He goes, well, kind of. I said, Andrew, it's not. Come on. Actually, and he was like, he couldn't disagree because he knows it's true that people are held against their will and things like that. So it's, we have to literally make sure that all of the reforms, the human rights reforms occur, right? Because yes, we can still go for getting rid of their 501c3 status, their tax exempt status, because we know that was illegally obtained. The Supreme Court ruled against it, and then they blackmailed the IRS, and the IRS is like, okay, we give it, right? So there's other options, but somehow, because they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, guys, you have to understand this. They will keep going. This is how corporations, this is how businesses go. You chop them down and then they come back. It's like, okay, guys, does anybody remember Singular Wireless? You guys remember Singular Wireless? What a fucking disaster it was. Yeah. They bought AT&T, the best wireless company on planet Earth, the oldest, the best, most towers anywhere. They came in, they tore down all the fucking network. That's why it sucked. And so then the customers were like, what the fuck did you do to AT&T? Fuck you. And they started suing. So they're like, you know what? Just kidding. We're AT&T. And they rebranded, and everyone was like, yay, AT&T is back. Like, no, bitch, it's Singular. Okay? That's how businesses go. That's how businesses go. They will rebrand. They will do something else. It will still be there. Okay? But what we have to ensure is that the human rights violations are told, that people who want to leave can leave, that children are not abused, that the elderly are not abused, that people are being paid a fair wage, right?
Those are the important things.
Those are the important things. These are the things we have to fight for. And making sure that the people who are out here saying, hey, we can help you, are really good-natured and they're not abusive and they're not, catching cases because they're out here being aggressive to people for no reason. That's the main point. Right. That's the main point.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate one other thing to my audience as well as...
we're live on Lindsay's.
Yeah, we're live on mine too. This is really... There's so much I want to say, but I don't want to take too much time.
Please.
There's so many things. I've watched for years as this has happened, and at first I thought, wow, he's really doing a great thing, and I didn't understand the truth until I met the whole community. I was kept isolated from the community while me and him were whatever, right, dating, and that was on purpose really. But when I started seeing everything and then seeing the protesters and understanding that this isn't what it's about. It's not a singular movement. It's not the Aaron movement, okay? This is everybody else. And so when you have someone representing everyone else on their own volition, like he has kind of placed himself in this position, even though he wants to use this manipulative tone of the words of like, I'm not in charge and this and that. You're running a foundation, okay? Let's not get it twisted. Like all these manipulative things are not working anymore. People are starting to open their eyes. Nora's doing a great job because we were scared to speak up. I spoke up for how long?
Yeah.
Juliana spoke up. I don't want to say any more names, but I'm just saying like,
I'll say it. Jenna spoke up and then took the video down,
Yeah.
but it's on the Rumble. You guys can see it. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, and so Nora's standing up and getting, you know, getting backlash for it, but she's still doing it, and I think it's brave, and Dodge too. But you know, I was trying to stay out of this, but this is important, because it's like it's side railing the whole movement. Like every single person that I talk to, you know, I talk to a lot of people behind closed doors. Nobody knows who I talk to. I don't broadcast it, and it's all the same exact thing. It's the thing of like, let the real people that want to do the work and really want to take it down get in front of this movement. I'm not saying he doesn't need to do, like, he can go do whatever he wants, but don't like get in front of everybody and speak for everyone else and show the example of what a Scientologist, ex-Scientologist is, with no reform.
Yep.
Or no therapy.
None. No
I
therapy.
think Nora's the only one that's doing therapy. I don't know of other people, but
And people
I
are
don't
like,
wanna go
if
on
that's
too long,
therapy,
but-
I don't want it.
But like the movement has become a joke, because not the whole movement, but it's become a joke because of him and his fake SPTV and whatever. Who are all the people that it's benefiting?
That's a good question. That's the key question.
We
That's
need
the
to
key
look at-
question.
someone
We
needs
got to
to
look
look
into it.
into that.
You know what, guys? I just realized, because the court is right behind me. I'm going to see if I can get those transcripts from December 5th. I'm going to see. I'm right here. I'm going to see if I can get them. We'll pay the money, get the transcripts, so that I can do an exclusive when I get home. Guys, I got here last night. I went to sleep. I woke up, I had breakfast. Oh God, I have to tell you guys a story about breakfast. That was amazing. Anyway, then I went to the wrong courthouse. Then I came here, saw all these beautiful people. And now I'm going to have some lunch, and then I'm getting on a plane and I'm going home. That's it. Okay. So the next trial is March 3rd. So got to figure that out. And
I may or may not go. I have to figure that out.
and maybe there'll be more people.
I'm hoping.
Maybe there'll be more people. We'll see.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to peeps. We're going to see how many people we can get to come and cover this, because everybody's loving your fit today.
Oh, thank you.
Fit it's giving glam. It's giving fashion. And
I
then
was
I'm
scared
here.
to
This,
come
guys,
today, too.
This is Old Navy. Old Navy.
Beautiful. It's very
Thank you.
soft.
With my
It's very
Carhartt.
soft.
Thank you.
I'm very
Old
cold.
Navy.
Sean Federer
My
book.
Nikes. Okay. Yeah. The fit is Old Navy.
Badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, literally, go back to the beginning if you want to recap. I'm going to do another live later. I'm going to go see if I can get these transcripts. Okay. So I have a physical copy of them.
Listen, and we're not
then, yeah.
against Aaron. We're
for
they're
truth
here
and
for the
justice.
movement. Yeah, Aaron is really insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Just because he has followers doesn't mean he's the leader. And I don't want any beef with him. You guys know my history. I just want to support Nora.
But where was Cheryl? Cheryl, where were you? Where's Eric?
I thought I'd get to meet him. I bumped out. I thought I'd be.
Where's
I'd get
my
to give her a big hug.
restraining order?
I
Where you
wanted a
guys
big hug
at? You
from
guys
Cheryl.
want to talk shit on the internet?
Wait, Aaron, where's my restraining order?
Where's
I
all
was
the
right
friends?
here.
I
I
wanted to
guess
high-five them.
that's not real. I guess that's not real.
Let me tell you something. Come here. You cannot get a restraining order on someone that isn't violent. I've done 2 restraining orders against people. It's not happening. So don't listen to that nonsense. And she doesn't stalk him.
No, and then but it was like
It's
the whole crowd.
nonsense.
Hey, all of Aaron's viewers, look at me, not in jail. Oh no. Look at me in Florida.
Freedom to fly.
Ta-da! I wish we had like the Taylor Swift
Well,
song.
you're not like Aaron.
Right.
You're not like DOA either.
No.
Oh,
flying too.
yeah.
Leave the state.
Thank you. No, I'm not here for violence, guys. I'm here. It's okay. Everyone's freezing. We're gonna end. I'm the only one with a toque
Say
on
hi
here.
to my camera, too.
Hi, hello, Linzers. Thank you for
guys.
being here. Thank you for covering
Take
this.
care.
Thank
I'll
you.
re-record later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dodge is gonna do his own later.
Hey, maybe we'll do a stream later, all of us, or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll figure it out.
We could do family
We'll figure it out.
night.
I'll see you guys on the flippity dippity.